Yo, what's good, chat? What's good, bro? We're going crazy on the uploads right now. Genuine crazy upload streak. How do I drop like a 1 hour video and then I drop like a debunk on drip? Like, I'm moving crazy right now, man. I'm just gonna wait because there's people who think End of Z isn't canon. Why? Toriyama literally said that Super's building up to the end of Z. Like, and the only end of Z that we are aware of is the one from the manga. So, what are we talking about? The only end of Z that we know of is the end of Z from the manga and is also adapted into the anime. So, what do you mean? Like, it's not canon to the end of Z. Yes, it is. It's building up to the final chapter, the end of Z. Like, why do people believe this? That makes no sense. Like, that it's not canon. Yes, it is. They literally said Super's building up to that. But yeah, let me see if I can get a debate today because there's people who are like, "Oh, it's end of Z is like not canon." That yeah, we can easily debate that. By the way, I have like higher explanatory power. I'll easily beat the shit out of these arguments. I've seen like some of the arguments; they're genuinely ass. By the way, bro, I literally beat his ass 2 times. I literally had him like stun locked like multiple times. I beat the living shit out of him, like on the TikTok live. Yeah, bro. But here's the thing. They claim that the end of Z isn't canon because of one Bulma statement. Even though we have way more consistent evidence that end of Z is canon via like Oob, all this other shit, right? Just because there's one inconsistency with the original end of Z doesn't mean that it's not canon. We have more evidence of consistency with the end of Z. And we know that the grounding for this consistency is the like authoritative intent, the authoritative intent that they're building it up to the end of Z. So why are they doing that? Yeah, that's the problem. End of Z has been canon. Why don't people think End of Z is canon? It's literally Toriyama's work. It's literally canon. But by the way, chat, here's what's crazy about End of Z. In the original era of Dragon Ball, right? They actually had like the episode previews, and right after the End of Z, they showed GT being next. So, but they don't want to tell you that. They don't want to tell you that. Who even said that? Drip Sauce. Drip Sauce blatantly believes that the end of Z is not canon. Like it's even like they even believe this for the manga of End of Z. Like they don't like End of Z being canon, right? And their whole argument is based off of, oh, dude, their End of Z is still canon, but it's gonna be like a super version of End of Z. It's gonna be an End of Z that fits with the timeline. And I question their argument. I'm like, there's literally no evidence for this. There's literally no evidence for this. They literally claim that it's the final chapter, which we know from observable evidence prior that it's actually the end of Z. We've been knew this. And here's the thing, right? Just because there's one inconsistency doesn't debunk that being the case. That's an inconsistency that applies only to itself, not the narrative. What are we talking about? It's just genuine, like low tier stuff. No, it's not getting rewritten. That's the problem. There's no evidence to suggest this. We only have evidence for the exact opposite. Okay, we know that Super is building up to the end of Z. There's no evidence for a super end of Z. There's just evidence for end of Z. It's been established that they're building up to the original ending of Dragon Ball Z. So the fact that it's building up to the original ending, and Toriyama even comments after the release of the movie that the movies or like the super like the Dragon Ball Super movies or like the Dragon Ball Super content is following the like is like literally following the 10-year time skip, right? It's within the 10-year time skip from Boo to the end of Z. It's right before the final chapter. They're not talking about a super final chapter. They're talking about the final chapter of Dragon Ball. They're not talking about something in regards to Super. So when these people try to bring up, oh, inconsistency with Bulma. Okay, we have way more consistency and way more explanatory power that it would actually be canon to the original End of Z, and we actually have a grounding for that. That's the problem. So I don't know why these people are trying to argue this. It's genuinely stupid. Like, End of Z has been canon. And by the way, that by proxy makes GT canon, but they don't want to tell you that. Yes, he is super. End of Z Goku is Super Goku, and we know that sequentially with the episode previews that the Dragon Ball GT is after End of Z, so that would also make Super Goku GT Goku. They're the same character, and they're completely aware of this. By the way, like, they're completely aware that End of Z is still canon. So the fact that they're claiming End of Z is canon and they're aware of like what is within End of Z, which would have to include the GT previews, they're basically saying that they're basically saying that GT is canon. But people like will try to beg to find contradictions, and it just doesn't work. Yeah, Drip says End of Z is not canon. It's so stupid. End of Z Goku is like third place in the entire verse. That's what's crazy about it. He low-key is like third place in the verse. That's what's insane. I have him behind like the Grand Priest, or maybe he's above the Grand Priest, but he's not beating Zeno. I don't think he is. Yeah, literally Superhero is confirmed to be building up to the events of the End of Z. No, so basically, Drip Sauce believes that End of Z is still quote unquote canon, but it's just going to be a rewritten Dragon Ball Super End of Z to make things like match up with the timeline. But there's no evidence for this. All right. He tries to make this the case by arguing one inconsistency, even though we have many more examples of consistency. Many more. So the fact that he's bringing this up is actually just going to have less explanatory power, and we just would not prefer that interpretation, right? And there is no actual narrative intent to make this the case, by the way. He assumes that there's a narrative intent. There isn't. There is not a narrative intent to do this. I did explain this in my video debunking Drip Sauce. I explained every single reason why Goku doesn't use God forms, because God Ki requires extreme ki control. Whis explains that in order to use God Ki, you must condense your ki so much that not even a single leakage can come out, right? Goku in GT also fails to use instant transmission, which should be considerably easier, since the only conditions for instant transmission is to simply focus onto someone's ki. They never said fully focus onto someone's ki, just rather focus on somebody's ki, which in of itself, Goku was already struggling to do. So the fact that he has terrible ki control means that he cannot access God Ki, like based off of that sufficiency. Right? So the Kid Nerf already proves that he can't use any God Ki, because the conditions for God Ki is to have ki control that is so condensed that not even a single leak can occur. Yeah, because Daima's not canon. That's the problem. It's not canon to the main timeline. So he can't access it as a kid? Yes. Also, Goku's main fighting style, after he fought Beerus, he actually plans to prioritize his base and Super Saiyan forms. So because he needs to do that, or he wants to do that, that means that transforming into God or Blue is not necessary, because Goku's like main goal for fighting is to prioritize his base and Super Saiyan, which completely debunks the whole idea that God forms are necessary. It's not even fake. I literally have, like, there's literally videos of like Xenoverse GT interactions. This is where I get my screenshots. It's real. Like what? It's kind of silly. Yeah, that's it's kind of stupid. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me personally. Yeah, like there's no authorial intent, like inconsistency that exists in favor of like Drip's position. Uh, like yeah, I think Drip doesn't like it doesn't really make sense. Why isn't Daima canon to super? Narrative contradictions. And I'm not talking about like a retcon that is only self-contained, just blatantly like narrative contradictions. Like actual narrative contradictions. Which function differently. But also it's literally stated that the only thing that Daima is connected to is the Buu saga. That is it, and that is all. So the fact that Daima is only connected to the Buu saga means that it completely excludes anything else because it says that is all. So they're basically affirming the idea that Daima has no connection to Super. This presupposes there's a contradiction. No, all you have to understand is the basics of ki. Like, literally, Goku or understanding how ki control works can give you a basic understanding for why Goku doesn't use fucking god forms. Like, I think we should genuinely watch Super, guys. Like, just watch it. Yeah, Drip is okay. Drip has an ego, but Vonky has the biggest ego out of literally anyone I've met. Like Vonky genuinely thinks he's good. I slammed him multiple times. He literally has like a collection of goons, and when I ask them to debate me on Discord, they don't go. Tom, we can talk about that later. Because I don't know I don't even know what that shit is about, and it's not my concern. Yeah, I heard the guy's obsessed with me. So all you really, I'm not gonna make more response videos on him because he basically conceded to me that he's my bitch because he keeps making posts instead of adding my Discord. Okay, just because they compare, okay, that's not an actual contradiction, by the way. Like what? Like obviously, if Rildo obviously if GT is after Super, then no shit, Rildo is stronger than Boo. But just because they're hyping up Majin Buu doesn't necessarily cause a falsifier with Super, which is a non sequitur fallacy. Yo, I'm good. Note about what's up with you, bro? Bro, I want to debate drip sauce again, cause I've been getting amped. But I've been banned from Otherworld because I said GT Goku solos your grandma, and basically, uh, I got banned again. So that's kind of sucks. But I'm gonna see if I can try to get reinvited. Let me see if my boy Tron on right now. Oh, he's not. What? Okay. How am I gonna get unbanned, bruh? Oh wait, I know what to do. Yo, Specs, you could do that, by the way. I don't see the issue with you doing that. You just need to get good at thumbnails or something. You could probably, like, debunk Vonky. Because once he comes out, it could be like a free view lottery for you. That's a literal false dilemma. Obviously, like, let me give you an example, right? So suppose I have a character, right? And he is massively stronger than Boo, and he's massively stronger than Beerus, right? If they say that he's stronger than Boo, that's not a contradiction that he's stronger than Beerus. You're essentially creating a false dilemma that just because Boo is hyped up means that, like, no other character could be compared, or no other character could be below Boo, which is just a non sequitur. Like, what are we talking about? Like, that's not even a contradiction. Like comparing the story, or comparing characters to Boo, which only happened once, by the way, isn't actually a sequitur argument. That's not a good argument. I'm saying, in a hypothetical situation, suppose I have a character, right? And he is massively stronger than all of these villains, yet he's stated to be stronger than, let's say, Perfect Cell. This doesn't actually debunk anything, because you're creating a false dilemma that just because they're compared to one specific person means they cannot be above other individuals. So that's a non sequitur. You're not tracking the argument. Yeah, Vonky genuinely won't stop. All right, Specs, bro. I'm gonna add you, but I'm trying to get him banned real quick, bro. Let me get him banned. I'm trying to get him banned, bro. It literally, okay. It literally, um, it literally doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Like, let me give you my honest opinion about martial arts debates. I genuinely think they're some of the most stupidest shit I've ever heard. Like, for example, right? So there's characters that are stated to know every single martial art in fiction. All right, these are characters that are used in martial arts debates. Yet when we see them fight, they legit do not do what they are stated to know. So it makes no sense to, like, bring up these really trivial arguments if the fighting style of these characters doesn't even prioritize the stuff that they allegedly know. It makes no sense. End of GT Goten literally one shots. No, they don't. They don't always have to do that. By the way, like, I don't know why you're making this argument. They genuinely don't have to do that. Like, that's not even a contradiction. A contradiction is something that is on the contrary. You're presenting something that can appear contradictory, but is just coexistent. So your whole argument is trivial. and obviously, right? Like no one's like okay, no one's disagreeing that there can be inconsistencies. That's totally fine. But what matters is that the authoritative intention is more reliable to appeal to than the extrinsic narrative, which is open to inconsistencies. It's really underwhelming when X character has Y amount of fighting styles, but they spam the same move, only ever use one fighting style, if it can be even called a fighting style. Yeah, that's why martial arts debates and fiction suck. They're ass. They claim that Nightwing is one of the best martial artists in all of fiction and that he would beat Goku and Vegeta equal stats with only hands, but I think this is genuinely stupid. Because like what they say, like what they claim Nightwing can do, he doesn't do it. This applies to Goku as well. They said Goku. There's people who said Goku has jujitsu. No, he doesn't. Like, what are we talking about? Like, sure, he can be stated to do it, but that's not even a martial arts style that he prioritizes. Like, I feel like martial arts should only be determined off what we see, right? Not what is stated. I mean, sure, you can apply it to, like, let's say a book, because a book would make sense because it's a book. But when it comes to like something that is animated or shown visually, and we see that they're doing that is not what the martial arts are stated to do, it's a problem. Okay, so here's the problem. Okay, here's my problem, right? I also have this problem with Goku. My problem with Goku is that he's stated to be this, that, this, that, this, that. He has the same problem. Like, we should only appeal to the martial arts in question for what is observable of the way they fight. If the narrative shows them using them or not should be irrelevant. But it kind of needs relevance because when we scale martial arts, lots of times it's what is observably shown. Like, I just think it's kind of pointless because, like, obviously it's not impossible to project martial arts onto characters. That's what animation is. It would be more expected if they actually did have every fucking martial arts ever. They would be having a much more diverse way of fighting, but that's just not what they do. It's a problematic debate. Exactly. The narrative itself just doesn't show them doing this. Like, that's the problem. They're like, oh, in lore, in lore, in lore. Brother, what in lore? We're watching the lore. That's the problem. Like, and this isn't even downplaying Goku's martial arts. This is downplaying everyone's martial arts. They claim Batman has been studying martial arts for his entire life during his journey to become Batman. Bitch, my ass. He legit does not do the things that he is stated to do also. Like, my fucking ass. Like, no. That just doesn't apply. We know Goku actually did destroy the universe. Or like he was literally going to destroy the universe. The only reason the macrocosm didn't get wiped was because Beerus nullified the energy. No, he actually was gonna do it, bro. That's how we know he's universal, at least. That's how we know that. But that's because we actually have evidence to suggest that he is universal. The problem with this whole martial arts debate is that martial arts should only be judged on what the characters actually do when they fight one another. That's the issue. Like with universal feats, that can be justified via suppression of key control. That's totally fine. But the narrative is the lore. That's the issue. Like I don't think that like this shouldn't apply to fiction. Like we shouldn't be saying that this character solos because he has a level of martial arts, even though he never performed this martial arts against anyone he's fought against, and prioritizes a martial arts that is completely distinct from said martial art. Like with power scaling, it makes sense because, like for example, like the Grand Priest, we know he can destroy universes if he chose to via chain scaling and statements, which would by proxy be above other characters with feats. Exactly, it's stupid. Like I get the whole point. Like oh, in lore, composite characters, bro. Genuinely speaking, like they just don't do what they're stated to do, which is a problem. Shit, bro. I forgot who's a mod in Otherworld, bro. I need to get unbanned soon, bro. Same applies to feats in general. Like how much does the author know about how higher dimensions work, or is he relying on lore to apply that? Okay, so here's the issue with higher dimensions. The issue with higher dimensions is that we appeal to the intrinsic narrative. We don't appeal to the extrinsic narrative. Like the intrinsic narrative, we know that this place is a higher dimension, yet our own physical 2D frames, right, cannot actually project something that is higher dimensional. So when you compare that, that's just a completely disanalogous type of analogy. It's not even the same thing. We know that it's a higher dimension because of intrinsics. But when it comes to martial arts should only be judged on what is extrinsically shown and what defines the way that character fights. Because it would be completely trivial if they're stated to be this level of fighting, right? If they know these levels of martial arts, yet they never perform this against any enemy they've ever faced. Also, funnily enough, right? The author doesn't have to know how higher dimensions work. This is actually proof about. This is actually just evidence about extrinsic. It's just gonna follow like the execution is still gonna follow. Like I can say that something, right? I can say that something, for example, is stated to be beyond the concepts of time, right? I don't know every single theoretical concept of time, but I just know that the concept of time is just the idea of time as a whole. But I don't necessarily understand every single time-based theory, right? So obviously this is still going to apply, right? The execution of the narrative statements are still going to apply regardless of how much knowledge the author holds. it's still the same though. It'll always go back to, does the author know how to show martial arts? Well, that's the problem though. The problem is that when we go to the idea that, oh, this character is that martial arts, and yeah, but here's the thing. That's actually a knowledge-based issue, because if you don't know how to present them doing the martial arts, it makes no sense to say that they actually have it. Like, I feel like when we come to like talking about characters with martial arts, I feel like that's actually dependent on the author's knowledge to do so, because otherwise then their whole fighting style is completely trivial. I made a video on this. I mean, it's an old video though, so just like go watch the Debunking one. It's like a updated scale. Like, but Super's outer, GT's outer. Still can't debunk drip sauce. We mean we can come up and debate if End of Z is canon, because I'm not gonna lie, I did actually debunk Drip's video, so I don't know why you're saying I didn't, even though I did. I mean, we can discuss. I mean, we can discuss that if you disagree, because we can go over all the points Drip made. I don't really think they're that coherent. But anyways, if you want to discuss that, the stream link is in the description, so you can like just join through there. No, you didn't. So why haven't you debated him on live stream? Because I'm in school. Was he live today? What? Like, was he live today? I'm not aware if he was live today. Super Saiyan 4 one shots. What? So you're the one ignoring the debate. So why are you going to debunk him on a video? Then you can't pack yourself up. I'm in school. Was he live today? Answer my question. Okay. So like, I'm not going to join Drips live if I'm in school. What are you talking about? Like, what? What are you expecting from me? Was he live today? Yes or no? This is a very simple question. So just join the description, right? Yeah, I actually wanted to debate Drip today, which is actually crazy because I actually was going to schedule a debate with Drip today about the End of Z being canon. So that's why everyone calls you trash. You know, they actually said that I actually debunked Drip Sauce, which is insane. So I don't know what kind of world you're in, but they're saying quite literally the contrary. So was Drip live today? Yes or no? Because if he wasn't live today, that's not my problem. If he was live today, I was in school, so I wouldn't be able to debate Drip Sauce. So I don't know why you're talking about live stream, buddy. Also, I'm not even directly focused on Drip Sauce, okay? So I have my own life. I can choose when I want to debate Drip. I don't always have to do that. Also, what you're not understanding is that the definition of a duck is somebody who agrees to debate but doesn't engage with the debate. That's what a duck is. What you're saying is not what ducking is. So I have to go to school, right? I also have my own video schedule. Yeah, notice how this autistic guy is avoiding the question. Loving your own friends call you back. Are you okay? I kind of had a stroke reading this. What do you mean loving your own friends call you back? You good, bro? But I want to debate him today. What are we talking about? I never said no. What are you talking about? Also, again, I don't think you know what a ducking is. Ducking is when you agree to a debate, but you refuse to engage within the debate. That is what ducking a debate is. Refusing a debate and ducking a debate are not the same thing. All right, I can refuse a debate. That's totally fine. I don't always have to be in the mood to debate someone at a current moment. I'm a busy person. So obviously, I'm not going to debate everyone in all cases. So you're not answering my question. Yeah, he's not okay. Notice how he's not joining stream because he can't prove his point and he's kind of slow. Like, you're stupid. Like, imagine like this guy literally like no, this guy probably believes, right? Oh my god. Okay. This guy probably believes that like when someone says hell, they're not talking about like actual hell, but something else, bro. He's probably gonna believe that separate is in context to something else. I think this guy is like very bad at semantics. By the way, I don't know why he tried using a similar argument a couple days ago. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He sounds like the type of guy who would actually believe in the government. No, we don't believe in the government, chat. No, literally on God. I just don't engage myself with Drip all the time. I don't debate Drip all the time. I did discuss with him on text, but I was making breakfast for myself and I was working. So I couldn't do it. I couldn't really do anything at that current moment. Did you debunk Tron? He said you lost to Drip Sauce. Drip Sauce beat me because Tron amped him. I got amped by my boy Trick. I'm going to debate Drip soon. So I don't know what you're talking about. Like, bro, it's okay to admit a loss, but if you're going to shove it to somebody, like, obviously you're terrible. Because Drip isn't, I've actually like beaten Drip more times he's beaten me. The guy unironically tried to refute Occam's razor being usable in a debate. Like, bro, what? Occam's razor is valid. What are we talking about? He tried to debunk you like my use of Occam's razor, but I wasn't arguing for a certain claim. I was arguing for a more propositionally justified claim. Going to lose to him and then cry about it to your fans. So name one instance where I did that. Oh, right, you did it. You can't name one. Because I don't even talk about my own losses. I've lost to people like on fucking TikTok as well. Like, you expect like a perfect, flawless debater. Drip has lost to me. Drip lost to Trick. Okay? He's lost to many people. Drip lost to Clorox. Drip lost to Tron. Like, bro, what are we genuinely talking about? Like, you're acting like Drip is perfect in debating, and that Drip is so undefeatable because this Nigerian is in your head, and you constantly dick ride him because you have no one else to support you, and that nobody loves you, so you have to go praise somebody else to make yourself feel better. So you can ride the bandwagon and think that you're genuinely cool, like you're fitting in with the other kids and shit. Like, nigga, what are you talking about? Like, you're weird. Like, just stop. I'm waiting for him to join the stream, by the way. You know, Historic, bro, Historic debunked the debunk. I didn't need to do that. Historic already did it. Exility claims that a side story being a different continuity or a different timeline is a necessity. He never proved that, by the way. Also, me and my boy Steezy were in the lab and we debunked it in our DMs. So yeah, it's not good. My boy Historic debunked the debunk on his own stream. I didn't need to do that because Historic already did it. You can't prove that he will either. You have never seen this. Okay, you can't prove that he would either. You never like ever heard Historic and Drip Sauce debate. You can't confirm or deny that. So you're not gonna. So you're like you're basically saying, right, because there's no evidence that Historic would win, therefore he would lose. Like, no, it's quite literally a stalemated like topic unless there's evidence to prove the contrary or prove one over the other. It's not a matter of there's no evidence to prove he'd lose, therefore he'd win. Like, that's not how that works. What are we genuinely talking about? Yeah, so the reason why is because this guy tried to defend a pedophile, right? So obviously, I was concerned about that because he was placing false allegations on me that I was basically a doxer or that I was basically a bad person, even though the guy I was doing it to, which wasn't even me, by the way, it was my boy Mutweet. We doxed the pedo. So www. But also, Drip was making out of context screenshots and just trying to make my channel genuinely look bad. So it was just blatant misinformation. The guy mistakenly called me a pedophile when I'm not even like 18 years old. And I never even did that. He had no evidence to prove that, but he made the claim initially. So he already made multiple claims prior doing that. So I don't know why you're trying to bring up this whole beef thing. And by the way, it's completely over. So you bringing it up just shows up how you're genuinely petty and that you dick ride into oblivion. Bro, Tron been fucking with me. What are you talking about? I'm literally in his server and I have perms in there, bro. I casually chill in VC with him. I'm literally better than you. Tron been fucking with me, bro. What are you talking about? My boy Tron has heard the arcs, bro. Like, Tron is actually good. Like, Tron is actually goated, bro. Like, Tron, like, dead ass clutched up for my video. Like, he even collabed in the fucking Ultimate GT video. Like, he's in there, bro. What are we talking about? All I didn't bring up was that, oh, and I didn't bring up you did all, you did all. I didn't bring up all, you did all. I'm saying that you were crying about the ultimate skill to be saying that I was gonna end your career. Yeah, so you clearly just like misinterpreted that. Like, so basically Drip was openly harassing me because he was making multiple like posts about me being insecure because I didn't want him to respond to me because he kept harassing me and trying to like expose me. So it was really weird how he was like doing all that shit. Yeah, I want to debate him today, but I'm banned from Otherworld, so I can't do it. Oh my god. Wait, if you guys know, you know. Oh shit, you guys don't know, really. No, he quite literally was harassing me. The thumbnail in that same stream was proof he was harassing me. So yes, he was very much harassing me. And he was placing a bunch of these false allegations on me and shit. So and he was mad that I doxed the pedo. So that was pretty funny. Like, I don't know why you keep bringing up this beef. We go up to VC. We can debate anything that you have against me. Like, all of these claims are not substantiated at all. You can come up and discuss with me right now. Damn, bro, there is no moderator unbanning me right now, bro. This shit is bad, bro. Bro, I was banned because I was talking to my own homie. Okay, so let me give you some context, right? So I was banned for talking to my own homie and basically saying that GT Goku solos his grandma, but apparently Drip gets mad that I make inside jokes to my own homies. So then he wants to ban me because I made that joke. Like, bro, Calm down, bro. It's just a joke, bro. I just said GT Goku solos your grandma. Are you slow? I told him to add my Discord. He hasn't done it. Stop being slow. Like, why are you guys asking me to debate this guy, debate this guy? Nigga, my fucking Discord is Zeta Solos 1. Okay, come fucking debate me. Like, damn. The fuck? I don't know why this needs to be more clear. Like, this cannot get any more clear. How are, like, my audience members genuinely slow? Unban me from Otherworld, bruh. Okay, I'm gonna try to get someone to unban me real quick. I'll try to get unbanned. Bro, scale my homie's grandma, bro. She's not even wall level, bro. GT Goku's outer in base. What are you talking about? Like, bro, like, nah, I got banned again. I got banned this morning. Bro, it was bad. I got banned this morning. Cause I was like I was talking to my homie. I was talking about, yo, bro, GT Goku solos your grandma. I mean, it was all funny and shit. And then Drip Sauce decided to be a party pooper and then ban me. Like, bro, what? Come on, bro. Why you gotta fucking do that, bro? Why? Like, why? There's like no point in you doing that, bro. Why would you do that? Like, it's just genuinely like so like boring, bro. Why? Oh yeah, that was the other guy. Oh god, that was really funny. Okay. Where is this, bruh? Where is this? Bro, unban me, bruh. Unban me. I need to be released from the seal. Unban me so I can get back to my homies, bruh. Unban me. I need to be unbanned. Bro, unban me, bro. I'm trying to get unbanned from Otherworld, bro. I need to go back so I can finally debate Drip Sauce with my new amps, bro. I'm ready to debate Drip Sauce. Come on, bro. Let's go. I'm gonna see what his argumentation is, bro. But I want to see if my boy Steezy is online, bro. Because I want to make sure he's watching that, bro. Like watching the debate and shit. But oh my god, dude, who's a mod in Otherworld, bro? This is really bad. I don't think I'm gonna be unbanned because everyone's appearing offline to, like on my screen. There's so many people who are appearing offline. They don't have mod perms. I think I'm dead ass gonna be like stuck in here for a while, bro. Unban me, please unban me, bro. Unban me. I need to be unbanned. Please unban me. Please unban me. No, wait. Akusai. No, wait. Akusai, please unban me, bro. Wait. Where is he? I think he has mod perms in Otherworld. Oh, shit. Where's he at? No. No. Okay, come on, Aku. Aku, please answer. Unban me, bro. All I said was GT Goku solos someone's grandma, and it was my own friend. Bro, unban me. I need to be unbanned. Please. Unban me. Oh my god. Does he know the chat? Does he know the lore? Chat, does he know the lore? Chat, does he know the lore? Does he know? Does he know the lore? Chat, does he know the lore? Chat, everyone spam sob emojis if he doesn't know the lore. Does he know the lore, chat? Chat, does he know the lore? Chat, does he know the lore I have with this man? Does he know the lore? Does he know? Does he know? Bro, does he know? Does he know the lore? He really doesn't know the lore. Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him, bro? Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell bro? There's a reason why Ryu doesn't want to talk about GT. There's a reason why he doesn't make GT videos anymore. Bro, Ryu, deadass had the biggest bitching of all time on my channel. Actually, no, wait, chat. Who has a bigger bitching, Ryu or Vonky? Because only the true OGs saw the stream of me beating on Ryu. So, like the true OGs of my channel. So who do you guys think got a bigger ass whooping, right? Ryu or Vonky? Because I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty close on who got a bigger ass whooping. Like, who got the bigger whooping, Ryu or Vonky? Only the real OGs know. Like, only the real OGs know. Like, only the real OGs know what happened to Ryu. And it was so bad that it genuinely, like, numbed him, bro. He genuinely got fucking numbed. But I gotta tell you, man, the OGs that were there, you would have had to see it, bro. Bro, I remember the Scissor 7 arc. Dude, the Scissor 7 arc was genuinely going hard. All right, so everyone in chat saying Vonky. Oh my god. Chat, am I on banned? Fuck! Oh my god. I think I'm IP banned. I might be IP banned. You have to be joking. Am I IP banned? Reset your Discord? All right, okay. Bro, I got banned because I was telling my own homie that GT Goku solos his grandma. And Drip thought it wasn't funny, so he banned me. Bro, rhetorical. Oh, it's not working. It's not working again. No, like I'm trying to get unbanned. Like I got my homie Akusai. He's like a mod in the server, bro. The link is not working, gang. Nah, I'm gonna get unbanned. Who is slave? Who is bro? Hello?
Yo, what's good, Zeta?
Who is
Zeta, what's
this?
good?
Is this
Bro,
Waffles?
I'm Waffles, nigga.
Yo, what's up, Waffles, bro?
I'm alright, my nigga.
Yo, bro, how have you been, bro?
I've been good, bro.
Good, good, good. Bro, I'm trying to get unbanned from Otherworld, bro. I've been
Just
trying to
make
get
like an,
unbanned, bro. I need to be unbanned, bro.
just make an alt account and not use mobile data, and you can join the server. Because they can't track your IP when you use mobile data.
I need to switch.
So,
I need to switch the VPN, and then I'm gonna get unbanned from Otherworld.
okay. You can also just use mobile data.
What?
You can also just use mobile data.
I'm not hearing you, bro.
I said you can also just use mobile data.
Mobile data?
Yeah, you can just use that.
Bro, like a lot of his stuff is carried by games. I'm not gonna lie, he's not beating the game allegations after the new Dokkan shit. Like I'm not.
Yo, Zeta, is my name tough?
What?
Is my name tough?
Bro. Okay. Dude, there was a guy who is like bigger glazed than you.
Bigger glazed than me? The fuck?
Yeah, like if you think that like you glaze me like a lot,
Yeah,
then
you're
you
my
should
king.
be like surprised from this other guy.
You're my king. Who glazes you more than I do? Are they saying like God did and shit like that?
Huh?
Are they saying like God Zeta and shit like that? Like how some niggas be saying God Tron, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, that shit is so corny. I ain't gonna hold.
All right, bro. I'm on a VPN, bro. I'm gonna see if it's gonna work.
All right,
I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get officially unbanned from court. Discord, Discord, Discord. Yo, I'm in Otherworld.
nigga.
I'm in Otherworld. I'm back. Oh shit.
Yeah, you're probably finna get banned since you did this on the stream, and Drip can just watch this. But yeah, who is Devera?
Let me see what the people were talking about when I was gone. Zeta. Oh, Zeta has a lot of names. Are these people retarded? All right, I'm gonna turn off the VPN now. It looks like it worked. Very W. Very W.
Yo, Zayda, I'm gonna send you a song. I'm gonna ask you for stuff.
Zeta, when we getting the forest stream? Very soon, probably this weekend. We're gonna go to the forest. I'm gonna stream the forest stream.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to a forest like this weekend. Cause basically there's a forest that's like nearby my house, and I thought it was gonna be a good idea to like stream like me exploring the forest. Zeta is so rhetorical, what? Zeta is so rhetorical, what? Yo, bro, Zeta is so rhetorical, what? Yeah. Zeta is so rhetorical, what? Zeta is so rhetorical. Zeta is so rhetorical. Zeta. What is that?
It's a song.
Zeta is so rhetorical, but what are they talking about, but why is Zeta so rhetorical, but Zeta, what's gonna be the inferential utility of your augmentation? You know who I'm talking about, Waffles? Waffles, you know who I'm talking about? Ah, you don't know ball. Okay. Okay. Chat, I'm gonna end stream. This got mad boring. All right, see you, chat.